Good afternoon, people. I'm Monty, and we're going to go back down memory lane to Boulder, Colorado in 1996 and revisit the case of JonBeet Ramsey, the 6-year-old girl who was unalived by someone the day after Christmas. Now, we're going to see what the rods tell us about this particular case, but here's a little recap.
Instructions not to touch anything. She says John Ramsey headed straight to the basement. She heard Fleet White scream for an ambulance, and then a chilling discovery. For Arndt, the pieces of the puzzle fell into place.
And I see John Ramsey carrying Jonbeet up the last 3 steps from the basement. And my mind exploded. And everything that I had noted that morning that stuck out instantly made sense. And Jonbeet was clearly dead. Then she's been dead for a while. I ordered him to put Jonbeet down. I knelt next to her and I leaned down to her face. And John leaned down opposite me. And his face was just inches from mine. And we had a nonverbal exchange that I will never forget. And he asked if she was dead. And I said, yes, she's dead. And I told him to go back to the room and to dial 911. And as we looked at each other, I remember, and I wore a shoulder holster, tucking my gun right next to me and consciously counting, I've got 18 bullets.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't know if we'd all be alive when people showed up. I said everything made sense in that instance. And I knew what happened.
Do you think your fear was well-founded?
You bet I do. There's no doubt in my mind.
To this day?
Never wavered.
You were afraid because you thought the killer was still in the house.
I knew it.
Absolutely?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that was the JonBeet Ramsey case that happened in Boulder, Colorado in 1996. She was 6 years old, and unfortunately she was unalived, but we do not know by who. And to this very day, no arrests have been made. And the detective, who was very compelling, she really believes what she believes is Linda Arndt. So I'm going to take the rods and I'm going to see what we can get from them about that particular case. And there's certain words because of YouTube I cannot use. I'm going to have to use you'll see. But the person who unalived JonBeet Ramsey, were they in the house with the detective on that day? That's a yes. Thank you. They say yes. They were in the house with the detective on that day. The person who unalived JonBeet Ramsey, are they a male? That's a yes. Thank you very much. Was the detective Linda Arndt correct about her assertion and her gut feelings? That's a yes. Thank you very much. Was there a cover-up? What I mean by cover-up, were both parties of JonBeet Ramsey, were they involved in a cover-up? That's a yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So basically, JonBeet Ramsey knew the people or the person who unalived her. Thank you very much. Thank you. Will there ever be an arrest made in the case of JonBeet Ramsey? They say no. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And the last question I'm going to ask, so it can take us out here on a good note. Is JonBeet Ramsey in a beautiful afterlife, afterplace? Thank you very much. Thank you. And that was The Rods Have Spoken with Monty. Stay tuned for other old mysteries. Take care of yourself.